Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here to a Thursday night Publicly Buzzed show. Got Dan back here. We're getting ready to come at you with an interesting show. I watched the Bryan Kohberger motion hearing today where they're trying, his defense team anyway, or him as well, is trying to get rid of the death penalty that has been brought forth by the state. And it may be unlikely that we get the firing squad. If the real reason is if the drugs for the lethal injection can't be gotten, we would get a firing squad. But we're going to dive into this here tonight. If you're in here right now, hit the like, share it out on X. Let's rock.
Let's rock.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. What is up? Botrix needs a kick in the butt. Let me do that. Refresh. Boom. See if she comes through. What is up? Welcome in here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Like I said, we're going over a little bit of Bryan Kohberger tonight. A little bit of shooting the shit. Per usual here at Publicly Buzzed. I appreciate everyone coming in. Hopefully you have a drink. Hopefully you have probably nothing. You're going to need it. This was a very long... We're not watching... I don't even know if we're going to watch any clips. I've got a lot of different articles. I've got a few different things to look at. A few interesting tidbits that go along with what's happening here. The last person that was killed in the United States by firing squad. I've got a story with that. And another gentleman that Idaho themselves tried to kill earlier this year. Could not get the job done with lethal injection. Couldn't find the man's vein. He's still alive. They were actually going to reschedule that for the 2-year anniversary date of the Idaho 4 murders, which is going to be November the 13th, coming up in just a few days. But that has been postponed now also. There's a couple of things. But they do still plan to kill this guy. And the new way of doing so is they plan on getting a catheter and finding his biggest veins, as in like in his neck and in his groin area. It's going to be pretty wild. Let's get Dan in here, though. Thanks for coming in, folks. What's up, dude?
That got intense quick.
I like to start it out hot here.
Yes. Chilling. Having a brewski. I'm off work tomorrow again.
Oh my God, another one. This guy doesn't work, guys.
Vacation days.
This guy doesn't even work.
Hey, I had 10 vacation days. I had to use them up, so I took several Fridays off.
Love it. I think I've got 2 I got to take before the end of the year, so I've only got 7 weeks, so I got to do something.
Yeah,
I'll probably do a Friday.
Not a lot
too.
of time left.
It's coming up, man. What's up, dude? Yeah, we went last time I seen you in person. We were at the beer fest.
We were
the Oktoberfest in November.
A couple of brewskis. You got some footage from that. I don't know.
I do have footage that I haven't went through just yet. But what is Holly doing? What'd she say? Is she talking shit already?
Suck, probably because I'm off work.
Wow, coming in hot, Holly.
A little jealousy in the chat.
I do have footage, though, that I'm going to be going through that will be members and Patreon.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you got enough, because we didn't really record a lot of them.
I got a lot of stuff. I was doing lots of stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of
stuff.
stuff. I haven't been through it. I don't know for sure, but... So I died that night.
What do you mean?
So when I left, I got home, but not without puking. Not without having to get the car to pull over to puke. And then when I got home, I puked, a lot.
Whoa.
And then I crashed and just died. And then I woke up Sunday and I did 1 hour of murder church and I looked like a ghost. Like I was so white and pale.
You think it was the...
and I quit. It was definitely the cigar
place?
It was 100% the cigar itself.
You think you just inhaled too much?
I don't know if I inhaled too much or if it, because it does get you kind of high. Like there's the nicotine gets you kind of buzzed also. Yeah. And dude, I think it's that because the next 2 days. So Sunday was miserable. Monday I went to work. Like it wasn't so bad on Monday. But the one thing that lasted even into Monday and through Monday was this weird fucking headache in the back of my head that I've never even really kind of had before. And I think it was the fucking cigars that did that.
Might have been.
Part of it. I don't know. I never smoked cigars, so. Also, I didn't smoke that entire cigar. Like, all of it. Did you smoke all of your cigar?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking maybe I went too hard on the cigar. And then
maybe you just weren't inhaling too much.
Maybe. I was trying to think about it, but I was also wasted.
I wasn't inhaling like any of it.
Yeah, I might have been, dude.
You're not supposed to inhale.
No, you're not. And I know that. So,
yeah.
But and I can't even remember paying. And
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember the guy, right?
I remember how much it was, and I remember the bill, but I don't remember getting back a card. I don't remember doing a tip. None of that.
You remember the guy giving the whole performance, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all that. I remember that. That got pretty weird for me.
You were into it. You were all
Yeah.
over that, dude. You were like, dude, I gotta get your contact info.
I did get his contact info.
Hook up, man. I want to see. I want to see the show. All this.
Hopefully he's
We met a
legit. I would
performer.
hopefully
We
he's
met
not
a
lying
performer,
because he
like a-
says he's
like
going to be doing some shit in New York, right?
Like a stage play performer, and he wrote and acts in this stage play that he was telling us about. And
We got a private performance in the cigar lounge.
pretty much, yeah. You kind of gave us the first 15 minutes of the show or something like that. 20 minutes even, maybe.
A little bit of it. I don't know how time didn't make sense to me.
He was going for a minute there, yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely.
I wish we had a guitar because he said it's like a musical thing and he plays guitar. I wish we had a guitar so we could get the full experience.
Everybody coming through the door right now. I see some folks coming through. Did I have this set up? Yeah, I do. Dizzy, what's up? What's up? I appreciate everyone coming through.
They
Chris
could
in
be
the house.
watching tonight for all we know. They
Might be.
they got the channel name and
They
everything.
did. Yeah, everyone in here right now, thank y'all for being in here. We have a wheel in the works, and right now we're giving away a couple of these new bad boys here. These new Publicly Buzzed stickers that I just got in the mail. 3 of these bad boys will be going out to a lucky person. Once I fill up 12 names on this wheel, and the way to get on the wheel, of course, if you give out a membership, if you become a member, donations through the channel, of course, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal will get you on the wheel. And yeah, let's see if we can fill one of those bad boys up. Oh shit, Jay's in here.
Jay! Hey!
Sexy son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know it. You know it.
Damn, I love it. What's up, dude? Welcome in, everybody. We got a crew in here. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, brother.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. Yeah, let me get my notes up here. See where we're heading to first here as we head back to Idaho. Oh, one thing before we even do that, I want to tomorrow night on Feral Friday. Thanks to again Phil Tayo Toys. Not sure if he's in here right now. We're giving away this bad boy, this hoopty, Publicly Buzzed, beautiful purple,
A little Bronco thing. What is
Anybody wants this? It's a. I don't. He's calling it a hoopty. I don't know what the actual.
Yeah.
What it actually is.
I guess it's a station wagon. I don't know if it's a. I can't tell if it's like an SUV or if it's a station wagon.
But that bad boy will be given out
big ass back wheels though.
Tomorrow night live on Feral Friday on the YouTube portion. So make sure you're here at 9 p.m. tomorrow night before we head over to Kick and start the Feral Friday party. We'll be giving out this bad boy right here, and we'll be doing that with. I'll be doing that with anybody that comes through chat if you're subbed up, and I will be getting a virtual wheel for this one.
I think it's sweet.
Pretty rad, dude. Tayo Toys is a good fella. He's really kind to us. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's made several vehicles with our logos. I mean, pretty dope.
Dude, yeah, we've given out
he
some
made
cool
the
stuff.
Meowder Church design. That was him.
Literally, that's his design. Yeah, like he created this. He'll ask me, "Is it cool if I like have a giveaway with this?" And I'm like, "Bro, you created this for me.
You own this.
I'm lucky to have you."
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think that's why we get along so well. He's a very humble guy. He's awesome. Everybody, let me get my notes up here real quick. Okay, yeah. The first thing we're gonna go into is this article, because I don't know if we'll actually watch the hearing. The hearing was very long; it was 4 hours, and I did watch every bit of it though. But I've got a couple of cool things to kind of go into. That's just gonna first and foremost, this will get us right up to date with what's happening in real time. I'm just going to read through this here real quick. The defense team for the man accused of murdering the 4 University of Idaho students. And anybody that does not know, this is a blast from the past right here. Me and Dan used to cover Idaho pretty regularly in the beginning of 2023 on live streams, and before we kind of transitioned to do a lot more different stuff here on the channel. But
yeah, it was the hotness. Everybody
this was
tuning in.
The hottest thing. Idaho 4, Bryan Kohberger, and we
speculation
got pretty deep into it. So. But yeah, this is and as I've been getting through the Sarah Boone stuff, I've been saying that's the most anticipated case for, at least for me, and I say publicly buzzed, but this is definitely one that we sunk our teeth into early and did a lot of grinding on. So,
Yeah.
let me see. 2000. Yeah, this happened in November 2002. Like I said earlier, November 13th will be 2 freaking years since this happened. Oh, and let me show you what. Hold on. I just want to make sure I get this right. I got to show you what. So, Dan, prison's been pretty rough on old Kohberger. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's see.
He's looking pretty rough, brother.
Who is that?
That's Bryan Kohberger. What do you mean? Who is that?
I can't tell who that is, who it's meshed with.
It's literally just Bryan Kohberger. AI just fucked his face all up.
Oh, it's just AI. I
Look
thought
at
it was
this,
like a mesh of two,
bro.
like somebody else.
So I did this. This AI did this. I know. Bear with me, folks. Look at this. So it did this to everybody. Like, dude, it put faces on people like as if they were in an N64 wrestling game in the crowd.
Yeah, like they're just pasted on.
Like, look at this lady.
Yeah.
Look at these dudes.
You know, it's not the worst thing in the world, though. Is like if you
What are you talking about?
at a glimpse, like if you're just like scrolling past it, it's not the. I mean, it's obviously not Bryan Kohberger, but like,
I've never had one go this crazy.
what about the guy in the gray? He looks okay, right?
It's like,
Like from a distance, he looks okay.
yeah, he might be all right. He might be okay. He looks the most normal.
Dude, that was.
I feel like they changed this person's face completely.
Oh, the blonde in the back with the sunglasses.
Yeah, what is this? What's
that is
happening?
straight
here?
up like a pasted face on, and she's also making an odd face for some reason, an odd expression. I don't know.
So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that prison's been rough on our guy here.
Yeah.
And look at him; he's been through the ringer, folks.
Oh, he went crawl. He went.
He went completely cross-eyed on
Got a
us.
lazy eye now. Yeah.
Poor guy. Jeez.
Too bad.
All right, I'm in it, baby. Let's go. All right, Thursday, that was today. That his trial should not, so this is what everything was about today, that his trial should not permit the death penalty as punishment, arguing that the state has no real means of executing an inmate and the methods are unconstitutional. The death penalty hearing in Boise, Idaho, on whether suspect Bryan Kohberger can be executed if he is convicted came as the campus community prepares to mark next week's 2-year anniversary of the quadruple homicide. I don't believe our Constitution allows, and this is a quote, for us to move forward to make him sit on death row for years and years and years if the way Idaho is doing it right now isn't really working. And Taylor, and that's his defense attorney still, it's not a realistic option. And she's really talking about, and let me pull this up. We'll do this in real time. This guy right here. And this is happening right now. This fellow's name, Thomas Eugene Creech. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Idaho tried to execute him earlier this year, and they could not do it. He was on the table to have lethal injection done, and they couldn't find his vein. They still plan on killing him, and I'm going to get to exactly how they plan on doing that as well.
Bro, not being able to find his vein is crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Like
in his legs and his arms.
Like people take blood. Like it's just the same blood vein that you would take blood from, right? You don't need something different from that, right?
So here's what they're doing. After the last execution
Almost
attempt,
like they didn't really try.
I bet they were trying. After the last execution attempt failed,
know, man.
dude, I was in a hospital. Dude, I literally had like these ladies try like 10 times on my arm, and it didn't happen. Like I left there with bruising. Like
the fuck?
Okay, after the last execution attempt failed, the Idaho Department of Correction announced it would use new protocols for lethal injection when execution team members are unable to place a peripheral IV line close to the surface of the skin. The new policy allows the execution team to place a central venous catheter, a more complex and invasive process that involves using the deeper, larger veins in the neck, groin, chest, or upper arm to run a catheter deep inside the person's body until it reaches the heart.
What the absolute fuck?
That's what they're planning on doing to this guy now.
Like, why? I just don't understand why you
firing squad is so much more humane. Stand the dude up and fucking kill him if you're going to do it.
Like, do we have any nurses in here? Have you ever like completely failed to find a vein? Like, I mean, sure, it may take a few attempts and may take even a couple of minutes, but you found it eventually, right? Like I've seen, like
It is crazy. It is crazy. And honestly, I would think
our mom, for example, like her veins are always really hard to find for them, but they get there. They fucking find it. They get it. You know.
I used to be harder than I am now. Now I always get the same lady at my place, and you probably have the same lady that I do. If you ever get blood taken,
I can
we go to the
literally
same place.
see my vein right now. Mine's super easy to find. Like I can just look down and see it.
I can't believe our constant. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. So you're saying things, and this is the judge. Okay, the new judge, Judge Stephen Hippler, does not take any fucking shit, dude. He is. He's not. I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. So you're saying the anxiety of not knowing is a constitutional violation. He's asking Taylor, and Taylor says it is anxiety. It is fear. It is not knowing. And she's saying basically not knowing how you're going to die if he did get the death penalty. But Latah County prosecutors respond to Idaho's current method of execution. Lethal injection is now available. And while the method could change down the line, because they're even talking in the hearing, this could be a decade down the road, we don't have the time and effort debating on what we don't know in the future. You don't get to short circuit the whole thing that death is off the table, prosecutors said. Adding that's not to say decades from now, there's not going to be a method to put him to death. Idaho currently allows death by lethal injection for condemned inmates as well as firing squad, and that was signed into law last year by Governor Brad Little. While the death penalty in Idaho remains on the books, it hasn't been used since 2012 because the state, like many others, has had trouble procuring lethal injection drugs. That is until this last February. That changed in February when the state located the necessary drugs and planned to execute Thomas Creech, who was convicted of 5 murders in 3 states. But the state abandoned the execution after prison staff failed to establish an IV line, exposing the difficulties with administrating the death penalty. Which Dan says is absolute bullshit. Another execution.
So yeah, who was it that
got somebody in the chat?
Yeah, Miss Wildside. I guess she's done it before, right? Was it Miss Wildside or who was it?
Right here, she said we have tricks.
Yeah. So she said,
yeah. So
never failed. Did they have
like a? I literally actually had that happen to me. Really?
No, you said they tried 10 times. They got it, didn't they?
No, I did. They did not. I left there with bruising, and they never got me. Yeah.
Oh shit,
dude! Like I remember telling Cassie I'm going to sue these people.
No, that is actually insane. I've never heard of that ever. I'm sure. I guess it does happen, especially probably with someone experienced, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking here, maybe. But also, fucking, that's crazy. Like, yeah. I'm with you though. That's crazy. Like,
I'll also say that I think the argument here is pretty good.
And that happened to me in the same place you go. Like, I've only happened that one time, but
yeah, and
it was years ago. But
yeah, I've never had an issue either.
But dude, the lady there now is the best. I actually tell her when she does it, I'm always like, that was amazing. Like,
yeah,
because I had such a bad situation once.
I can look down and just like touch my arm, and it's like mine's right there. It's so easy to find.
And now, like, dude, she ties it off. I do the pump, and it's over. Yeah. Like that day, they were just.
That's crazy,
dude. Multiple people were coming in, like.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they were like they were. I don't even know what was going on. It felt weird. Dude, I remember even being like, should we keep doing this? Like, dude, they literally told me to go to the hospital and have it done, and I didn't. Like, they told me you're gonna have to go to the hospital and get this done. Dude, it's insane.
And I've even seen them like go into the hand before. They didn't even try that.
Well, it said it. They tried it in multiple places on his arms and legs. So I'd imagine so.
For you.
Oh no, dude! They never. I don't think so. I think they just kept trying the fucking arms.
I've seen them do that with Mom before. Like, they can't get her vein in her arm, and they'll go through one of the veins in her hand.
Yeah, I don't think they tried that.
And they use like the much smaller needle. It's like a little baby needle.
Gotcha.
I think it's literally used on babies.
Dizzy says I must have been dehydrated that day.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. It was not fun because I don't actually mind having my blood taken. It's it's not a big thing for me. But that day sucked because they just kept doing it. I was like,
But the defense that Ann Taylor's thrown out, I think, is really good for this, honestly, where she says, it's traumatizing for him to sit there not knowing how.
Right. That is pretty good,
like
right?
How he would die. I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah. And she's good, man. Another execution attempt of Creech 74 has been scheduled for November 13th, and that's been postponed now. But and that would have been the anniversary date of course, the Idaho murders. Creech's execution has been temporarily halted. A federal judge this week, as he appeals. At Thursday's hearing, Taylor said it is unclear whether there would still be available drugs, and keeping Kohberger on death row would be dehumanizing. Looking forward, we just don't have those answers yet, Taylor said. We don't know how that will unfold. Hippler denied the defense's request to hear from expert testimony regarding the constitutionality of the death penalty, which I thought was kind of crazy too. They were arguing, how can you, because this judge is pretty stern. Like, he's not really, I even put it in a tweet. I feel like he's already got his mind made up even before he hears the arguments, which isn't good.
He was born for the job, Stevie.
No, you're right. He was born to be this judge. So I don't know, man. I'm truly not on either side in the case. Like, I can look at the information and draw a conclusion to what I think maybe could have happened. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be watching this and watching it as if what it'll be, a trial to figure out what the fuck's going on. But every trial I've watched, I want the judge I want him to be open to everything. And this one, Hippler doesn't feel like he's, I don't know. Maybe I'm judging too early. This is the first time I've seen him. I didn't watch the last motion with him.
Wait, who is it?
It's a different judge. Remember we had Judge?
It's not Judge.
It's moved now. Yeah, they got this out of now. I think they fucked up. Like they've gotten it out of Idaho now. Now it's in Boise, and
well, still in Idaho. It's out of.
I'm sorry, Moscow.
Moscow.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean Idaho. But yeah, dude. But yeah, to me he's way more stern. And even this right here, right? He won't hear the testimony of an expert.
Whose argument was it to move it? Was it defense or?
They wanted it. The defense wanted it because of the jury would be tainted. So they did it to themselves.
And they might have screwed themselves. Interesting.
Meanwhile, the judge also heard arguments about whether Kohberger may pose a danger to others. Prosecutors have said in court filings that 4 aggravating factors exist in the case against Kohberger, who turns 30 later this month, making the crime more severe and the death penalty warranted. There are multiple victims. The murders were especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel. The suspect exhibited utter disregard for human life, and he has a propensity to commit murder, which will probably constitute a continuing threat to society. Taylor on Thursday asked the judge to strike the state's death penalty request, which was based on the claims of aggravating factors. The defense also suggested allowing for a special phase if Kohberger is found guilty that would require the jury to determine if he is then eligible for capital punishment, an extra step that prosecutors want denied. And the judge kept making points, basically saying some of the arguments that you are making are for a Supreme Court. He was like, and at one point, not Ann Taylor, it's the red bearded dude that's bald. He's making an argument about the death penalty as well. And I mean, the judge basically even said, he's like, I don't remember his exact quote, but he was basically like, "This isn't going so good for you, is it?" He's very blunt. Hippler said he would issue a written ruling on the death penalty motion at a later date. He did say he would allow Kohberger to appear in civilian attire at his trial, and on Thursday he was in the suit as well, which, whatever. He was arrested in December 2022, more than a month ago, and they kind of go back over everything that we're up to date to now. But yeah, he's not really having it. Brian Hinton had a couple of tweets here. Kohberger's defense is arguing the anxiety and fear on setting, this is what we just read, of setting on death row, not knowing how you will be killed, is unconstitutional. There's an argument there, right? Kohberger judge says he will take the defense's argument about the death penalty under advisement and isn't ruling yet. Now, he hasn't officially ruled. Yeah. If convicted, defense said it is dehumanization for Kohberger to sit on death row, not knowing how he will be killed. So they were really driving that home, or trying to.
I wonder if there's another case like that.
It's interesting.
Previously, has there been a case like that? Probably not. Right?
Like like Kohberger's? Exactly.
Yeah, no, the death penalty thing. Like, I think there's probably typically been a method, like established.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. We're in the situation with the drugs maybe not being accessible.
Yeah.
And their whole thing is, if it does go to, they're saying either way it's unconstitutional and they're against the death penalty. But ultimately, if it did have to go to them shooting him, how much crazier that is.
It's dramatic. I'll say that.
And one thing,
dramatic way.
I want to pop this up here. This is pretty interesting. Somebody posted this earlier, and I did a little bit of digging extra on this because here's one. The architect always posted on some stuff. I'm probably going to butcher this guy's name.
That kind of while.
Wenceslo.
He or she. I don't know if it's
Mogul Herrera. Known to the press as El Fusilado, was a Mexican soldier under Pancho Villa who was captured in 1915 during the Mexican Revolution and survived execution by firing squad. He was sentenced to death without a trial and was shot 8 to 9 times in the body. And this guy survived. So then, and he'd put this, like I was tweeting out earlier, but then I went and I dug into Gronk over here and I was thinking, I guarantee the guns that they were using on this guy would not be the guns that they're going to be using now, and they're going to be way more. This Bryan Kohberger would not be alive at all, for sure. I don't think so.
It's really funny that you called it Gronk, by the way.
What is it?
It's Grok. There's no N in there.
Grok.
You know who Gronk is, right? The football player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how I've always seen it. I definitely didn't tie it with the football guy. I just saw it as Gronk. Yeah, Grok. I'm glad you fixed me, though, because, I've been saying Gronk to myself, funny. Really. I don't think I've ever said it to anybody else out loud.
Right.
Then I said I would say...
I just imagine, like, fucking Gronk's back behind the keyboard. Type it away. We're trying to give you an answer.
That's Elon Musk hired that football dude to just sit back there. He's like, dude, I know you're really fucking smart.
Yeah.
He's like, there's so much coming through. I would say that the gun used today wouldn't make an error like that. And this would probably be non-existent. And then I'm looking at the potential gun used in 1915. Firing squads in the Mexican Revolution, typically firing squads during that era, would have used rifles available in the Mexican military at the time. Mosser Model 1895. This was a common rifle issued to Mexican troops. It was a bolt-action rifle chambered in 7x57 whatever. Mauser widely used during the Revolution. And I'm not going to read the rest of that. But down here, today, compared with... What was it?
You got Mauser right, and then Mosin Nagant was the next one. That's where you started.
You want me to keep reading? I was just going.
It doesn't matter to me.
But today we're going to be having rifles. Given historical precedents and practical considerations, the firearms of choice would likely be rifles similar to those used in other states or past executions by firing squad. The 30-06 Springfield caliber rifles had been historically used, as seen in Utah with the execution of Ronnie Lee Gardner in 2010. This caliber is known for its reliability and stopping power, which would be deemed necessary for the purpose of execution.
Dude, they should use Mosins again. Or Mosin. I don't know how people typically pronounce it. Actually, I can't remember how I used to pronounce it. Mosin or Mosin? I think it's Mosin. A Mosin Nagant. I think that's how I used to say it. Fuck, I don't remember. It's a sweet rifle, though.
Shit. And I think I might have even... Yeah, I gotta look this one up. This one's from 2010. The one I had was from 77. This is a newer one. Hold on. So this guy died in Utah in 2010 by firing squad? That is pretty early. I mean, pretty recent.
Yeah, 2010s. That
Holy shit. Let me get down here real quick. This guy was a murderer. I just want to get to his execution.
I'm drinking Troegs Perpetual IPA. I don't if that's even how you pronounce that. Troeg.
Oh, yeah. I've seen you have those a bunch.
Yeah, I get these often.
Execution. Here we go. Utah Department of Corrections provided, and the other one from 77 is in Utah also. So Utah's not giving a fuck. The Utah Department of Corrections provided Gardner's attorney Andrew Parnes with documentation about executions by firing squad and lethal injection. The records included the Utah execution team's training and expertise, Parnes relied to the information to Gardner after agreeing not to disclose it to anyone else. June 15, 2010, Gardner ate his last meal, a steak, lobster tail, apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and 7-Up before beginning a 48-hour fast while watching the Lord of the Rings film trilogy. Okay. And reading Divine Justice. According to his lawyers, the fast was motivated by spiritual reasons. Gardner was visited by an LDS bishop.
I mean, that sounds horrible. You're about to die and you decide to take a 48-hour fast?
And his family before his execution. Gardner walked voluntarily to his place of execution. When asked if he had any last words, he responded, "I do not know." Gardner was executed June 18th, 12:15 a.m. by firing squad.
I was telling my wife recently, I think if I had to do a last meal, one day,
What would it be?
it would be fucking eggs,
Okay.
over easy eggs. I would say like 4 over easy eggs, 4 pieces of toast with butter.
Okay. You going breakfast?
And probably some sausage and bacon. Yeah.
Damn. No gravy and biscuits?
I think my favorite thing in the world is fucking toast and eggs, man. Like dipping the buttered toast in the yolk
That is
of the
good as
egg.
fuck. No, dude.
I think
I don't hardly ever eat it.
And I would
great.
have 2 tall glasses of milk with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, that would be amazing.
Everybody's like, milk?
You'd have to have milk. You'd have to have milk.
I literally
dude.
can't like eat that without milk. I can't.
I would eat that with water. I would just drink water.
I've had to do it and it's miserable.
Panties in the house, showing off
Not
a
the
little
same.
liquor drink. Ty knows what you're drinking there. Hell yeah.
I've never heard it pronounced before. I call it trogs, but I'm probably wrong. I mean, it's the only way I can think to pronounce it. So.
No, it's bad as Gronk, because there's no N in there.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it sounds better. They should have called it Gronk.
Grok. I've never heard it pronounced, but I don't know why the hell it's throwing it in there.
Probably because of Gronk.
Probably. Grok. Suck on this grok.
It's never going to sound right now, is it? You're never, like, in your own head.
It was perfect to me already. Grok.
Yeah, Gronk sounds way better than Grok. Grok is a stupid fucking...
Grok.
Why
I'm
would
actually
you
going to
call
ask
it
Grok,
that?
what is Grok?
Yeah, why did they... Ask it how it got its name. Because it doesn't make fucking sense to me. Unless it's an acronym for something.
How did you get your name? My name, Grok, was given to me by creators at XAI. It's a nod to Robert A. Heinlein's science fiction novel, Stranger in a Strange Land, where the term grok means to deeply understand and emphasize with something or someone. My creators chose this name because I'm designed to provide insightful and empathetic responses aiming to truly understand and assist users with their queries. It reflects my purpose of fostering a deeper comprehension of the universe and the many questions. What an answer!
I mean, good answer.
And actually, it's a pretty good answer, yeah. And
At least it has some
sense.
reference and meaning, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It actually does make sense why it's called Grok. So that's actually all right. I'll give it that. I'm probably still going to call it Grok. What am I talking about?
It's just a weird word to say, grok. I don't know.
Dude, breakfast for dinner rules. I'll rock some breakfast for dinner. I ain't done it in a while, but
Dude, breakfast is so good.
Oh
Breakfast
my
is
God.
absolutely the best type of food, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if there's a breakfast that you can go wrong with, period. You know what I mean? You can go wrong with dinner all the time. There's lots of things that I don't like that people eat for dinner, but I can't think of any breakfast foods that are bad. Like, I don't like them. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
You really can't go wrong.
yeah, whether it's a waffle or a pancake, right? You're good to go.
Waffles, pancakes, eggs.
My favorite
toast,
thing I love gravy biscuits.
gravy and biscuits,
White sausage gravy.
orange juice, French toast.
Fucking. But if it was my last meal, dude, I'd probably have to go
Maybe
lasagna.
oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal.
You know
People
what?
eat that for breakfast.
I
right?
could only go lasagna if it's legit and Cassie makes it or somebody that I know how to knows makes it. Because if they just go and get some random lasagna, that's gonna be a terrible last meal.
Yeah.
Like, can't be
I
doing
do wonder
that.
how that works. Like,
And then what if you get a steak
do they
and
just
they
get,
and
like,
they
the
and they
prison chef to make
and
it,
they
I guess?
just cook it well done? What if they give you a well done steak? You're like, ha!
Yeah. I do wonder, like, how do they get it? Unless you unless you specify a restaurant that you want it from.
I guess you could be like
that.
McDonald's. But then they give you like a cold Big Mac.
If you just give a generic answer, are they just going to cook it in the fucking prison kitchen?
There's a prison chicken that cooks all prison food. Dan is letting out all the secrets tonight.
Are they just going to cook it in the prison kitchen? And I mean, but you really can't fuck up over unless they fucked it, dude. If they fuck the eggs up though, and like even if one of those 4 eggs were not actually over easy, I would be pretty fucking upset.
Yeah,
it's
no,
gotta
dude.
Be.
Yeah, if you didn't get exactly, if it's not busted open, y'all done fucked it.
Dude, I'd be so pissed.
I like a runny eggs. I want my eggs to be runny. I want them runny eggs, baby. Get in the kitchen, make me some runny eggs. Runny eggs, toast, bacon, sausage, shit.
Dude, I'd go full fucking breakfast, dude. God, that would be. Ugh.
God, it'd be hard. It'd be shitty. Like eating it. Would you be like mentally like? Could you mentally like just enjoy it?
Yeah, I don't know. Impossible to tell.
I know, dude. Like
my debate in
the anxiety would be. I'd imagine the anxiety's crazy.
Well, maybe at that time
you're
gonna
die. Like
because I mean you knew it was gonna happen for a long time.
Yeah, maybe you have to find that mental spot that allows you to just keep existing anyway.
Ready for it too. I mean, prison probably fucking sucks.
Well, those dudes seem to kind of have it made though. Besides they're probably lonely,
solitary,
right?
yeah.
But otherwise, it would be better than probably not being in solitary and like a maximum horrible prison if you're a murderer.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
Either way, it blows. Like there's no
solitary fucks,
and it blows for a reason too. So. But no, solitary is extra evil to an extent because we've seen what it does to people. Breaks them mentally.
Yep. My debate with myself was like how much of each. Like, I do wonder like how much they allow you to even like how big do they let you go?
Good question.
I was like, should I do like because my normal breakfast is not 4 eggs and 4 pieces of toast, and my normal breakfast is 2 eggs and 1 piece of toast and maybe like a cut up like hot dog weenie or something.
I couldn't get out of my head. They're definitely gonna be fucking with it.
But like how much do I go?
I settled on 4 cheesecake.
I settled on 4 eggs, 4 toasts, and then a side of bacon, a side of sausage, and 2 glasses of milk. Which is like I just want to fucking like I want to gorge myself and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'd actually probably be miserably full after that.
You're just like, do it now.
That would be a lot of food.
Can we work this out till you take me immediately? Like because when I get real full, I just want to die.
That would actually be great. Yeah.
Like I actually just want to die after that.
That's
so
how I would want to do it.
They're like, we're gonna put this catheter in your heart, inside of your heart through your neck vein, sir. And you're like, do it, just do it.
They do firing squad and just fucking egg yolk just spills out of my.
They do firing squad and inject you with shit. They're like, they get you to stand up. They got the catheter in your neck and it's into your heart. And you're just like, and you think it's like overkill? They're like, we're making fucking sure. Hit the button. If it don't work, no, actually, fuck it.
Also sitting in an electric chair.
And sitting in an electric chair. Oh shit. This guy's definitely died this fucking time. Creech, it's the last time you fucked this state over, bud. We get wild on here, folks. Thanks for coming in here. I appreciate it. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. What are we doing?
I guess technically must be. That's got to be my favorite food, then, huh? I can't say that and then not call that.
That is a pretty. Well, I would have never guessed that. Like, I love breakfast food, but I would have not been like your last meal.
That's my favorite taste: is fucking bread dipped into egg yolk, and then eat that, and then chase it down with some milk. That's my favorite.
Damn,
like,
and the milk.
Yeah.
Hold up.
It has to be there.
And the milk.
Hold
It has
up.
to be there,
Bro.
Respect
It's absolute
my
heaven.
house.
That's what Dan said. If you don't like milk, if you don't like eggs, then you get the stepping. That's
get
what
the
Martin
whole
said. Hey, I need to get that one actually.
You
Martin
get
would
the stepping.
when Martin would be like, get the stepping. How do I not have get the stepping on here? I've got
I
all
don't know,
these.
that is crazy.
Just chilling.
I got just chilling, holding
Hold
up.
up. Hold
I need to
up.
just
Hold
get the
up.
stepping.
Wow, you absolutely need that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They piss somebody off. Martin's one of my favorite shows ever. I love Martin, dude. Like, that's one that I can put on and just watch anytime, too. That never gets old to me. Dude, those old shows from the 90s that, the sets are cheap and, like, the vibe is cheap. And, like, like they have an episode on there where, like, they have a dog or they get it straight or, like, somehow a dog ends up in the apartment. And, dude, you don't see the dog the entire fucking time. It's in just the back bedroom, and you just hear it the whole time. And you finally fucking see it. Yeah. And it's a fucking stuffed animal. They don't say that.
Well,
he's fighting it, dude.
Yeah, it was almost like just like improv, like, well, it wasn't improv, of course, but it's like one of those like improv.
It is like that though. It's like
stage
that.
shows.
It really is, because like it's on a TV show where they're not acknowledging that it's a fake dog.
Yeah.
Because you're hearing it the whole time, and you're like, "Fuck, this dog sounds mean."
It just didn't fucking matter, did it?
It didn't, dude. It didn't, man. That really didn't. Like, there's a lot of those cheap shows that are just hit, bro. They just fucking hit. So good. What I'm trying to figure out, folks, is what we're going to be watching tomorrow night or doing tomorrow night when we get over to Kick. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
One thing. Shit, we had 47 votes on this thing. Do you think BK did it, didn't do it, waiting on trial to form opinion?
The verdict.
Wow, 60% said did it.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. 13% didn't do it, and 28% waiting on trial.
He's guilty. Done.
Damn.
Done.
I'll tell you right now.
59.
We're going to watch CB4 tomorrow, Holly.
Hey, proud of the 27 that said waiting till trial. Good for you guys.
Yeah, that's me too. Sometimes.
59% were just like, that's over. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them.
Oh, shit.
There's a lot of evidence.
I'm going to hit this one just because it's my favorite one, and we got Brooklyn in the house, so.
Brooklyn! I'll tell you what, if you did that poll, close to 2 years ago, it would have been very different.
Oh, dude. And with the old crowd that was hanging around.
That's exactly what I'm referencing.
Different people.
Yeah. It would have been like 100% didn't do it.
Oh, my God. And if there was other folks that did, if there was even like a 1 to 5% the other way, they would be trying to figure out who did it.
Yeah.
They'd be in Discord trying to figure out who it was and then finding their name and then finding them in real life. Okay? That shit was weird.
Calling their jobs.
Dude, shit got weird in Idaho for a minute there. We didn't get that deep, but there was some weirdness.
I mean, our crowd, they were crazy.
They were crazy.
But, I mean, some of them, but, I mean, I don't know if they were that crazy. It wasn't like Karen Reed.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that, but
bad.
I did see some really weird stuff that I didn't like, which is honestly, while we mainly backed out, it got weird.
It was getting weird.
It got a little too, I don't know. I like where we're at now, dude.
Yeah, it's more relaxed.
Far better than whatever that was. Which, I mean, you got to find your place, right? And your space and your vibe and your people.
We were talking pretty much daily about drama going on.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I would actually do full-on live streams talking about other creators' videos about Idaho, like, because I knew it would get views. I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we were, easily getting 100, 150 people a show, but it was better this way.
100%, way better now.
I'd rather not have the viewers and have like just a cool community than.
Dude,
it was kind of crazy.
It was addictive to get 1,000 subs per month.
Yeah,
and I kept that up until basically we said stop. I mean, we were. Yeah. I mean,
there was literally a point. It would have continued. How do we do this every single show?
Yeah,
we can't
and do something because at the end of the day we want to do what we wanted to do more, and it was becoming so. It was over. The channel right now is awesome. Like, it's perfect actually. Like, I really dig it. Like, we have like Friday nights is its own vibe. This is its own vibe now. Yep. Murder Church through the week now. Like, I'm covering multiple cases, dude. Like, yeah, this is the way. Like.
And then every once in a while, a case like Sarah Boone pops up, and you make some videos and get some new people in. And
Exactly,
it's the way to go, man.
It's way more natural.
It's slow, but natural.
Yeah. People find you way more organically. Like, there's definitely ways to milk the system.
Exactly.
If you want to. So
that's what most people do.
That's probably the way to do it, honestly. If you're trying to trying.
I mean, a lot of people do it to like actually make money from it too.
That's true. Yeah.
Which I mean is nice and everything, but I mean, you know, we do kind of do it mostly for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for fun and for Gypsy. I do a lot for.
True.
Literally thrives for Gypsy.
It does fund a lot of her care.
It does. All right, everybody. I saw Holly Berry say it in the chat. I was like, what are we going to watch tomorrow? I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to think about this, but we did once upon a time, if you remember, Dan, talk about watching this one. CB4. It's a parody. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
1993. A guy makes a documentary of the rap band CB4 by the following. CB4 got popular by stealing Gusto's name, background, and image. He wants them dead. So it's really good. I haven't seen it in a long ass time. Like I'm talking since I was literally a child. Like
I don't remember it. So
like
I kind of remember. I've definitely seen clips.
It was probably still a different,
but
millennium. Like it was the 90s. Like it was.
I really don't remember the movie, to be honest. I've probably seen. I know I've seen clips, but I can't remember if I've seen the fucking movie or not, like the whole thing. And you know what? I may not have.
Probably just clips.
Seen it. Yeah,
because there are clips that like randomly will even still kind of go viral and stuff.
I would say the only way that maybe I ever saw it would have been like on like a movie channel, and I probably wasn't even paying attention to it. I wasn't interested. You know what I mean?
I remember it used to, which it would have been edited, but it did come on Comedy Central. Super.
I could have caught some of it there. Yeah.
So it was one of those type of movies that would just like, you know what I mean, be on a Sunday evening. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that'll be fun though.
Like a classic comedy vibe. Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, Phil Hartman. I forgot Phil Hartman's in it. Son of a bitch.
Nice.
He might have just sold me completely. I love Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
It's got Charlie Murphy in it before he's fucking Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy. Look at how fucking badass he looks, too. Charlie Murphy up in this motherfucker. Shit, son. Damn. Yeah, I don't remember shit about this. This is going to be like a blast from the past, dude.
Yeah. Might ring some bells when I see it. Damn. Pammy coming through.
Oh, shit. Pammy coming through.
Like on that. Yeah.
Channel right now is fire. You're damn right. Love you guys. Love you, Pammy. You're amazing. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to get you on this thing real quick. See where we're at right now. Just to see. See where we're working for right now. We're trying to get these stickers out here. Pammy, oh, your shirt, Pammy, did finally ship. So I got you one on the way right now. But let me see where we're at.
I wasn't planning on drinking tonight because I got to go to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh shit, just a checkup?
No, I got to get my shot and fucking they always check my blood pressure though, and my blood pressure might be a little high because I was drinking the night before. It'll probably be fine though.
We're at 5 names right now, so yeah, we're still looking for 7 folks to get that thing filled out. So we'll work a little bit harder on that tomorrow night. I appreciate that, Pammy. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, Nikki, coming in right at the end. We're about to close the shop up here. I did do some Kohberger information at the beginning of this, though. We kind of did a little bit of talking on that, and a little bit of shooting the shit also.
We did indeed.
What we're going to do tomorrow.
We threw it back.
We did. This was a throwback episode. But yeah, I watched that entire hearing today, and it was interesting, man. But that new judge is...
I'll be interested to
it's not going to be good for him
when the trial
starts. Yeah, right now it's going to be summer 2025, so...
Yeah, it's going to be a while. But
less than a year, though.
I'll be down to be on here and cover that on the normal days I'm here. But, I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, hell, we could bring back classic Feral Friday and talk about it on Feral Fridays even or something.
Oh, yeah, dude. That would be a classic Feral Friday. Yeah, keep the water going now.
Oh, I always do. That's why I don't get hangovers, man, because I drink lots of water.
I should have been drinking a lot of water last Saturday.
You have to, yeah. Anytime you drink, you gotta.
I still think it was just that. I think it was the
probably was
cigar,
the cigar.
Dude. I think fucked me up.
I mean, you don't consume any tobacco whatsoever, and you had a lot of it that night.
So, all of it. I finished it.
That was probably yeah.
I just couldn't stop puffing it just because you're talking and bullshitting and
it's the environment.
It wasn't good.
Which I did too, but I also smoke cigarettes, so I'm not really. It doesn't really hurt me to consume tobacco products.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably it's. I'm sure.
Yeah, I bet that was it because you're at least a little bit used to it, right? Like,
Yeah, unless we'd had scotch and we only had 2 liquor drinks, or I only had 2.
yeah. No, I think I had two too.
And there wasn't a lot,
No,
so I doubt that was it. You probably didn't have a lot of beer either.
I didn't have a lot of beer.
I mean,
At
6,
the place?
7, 8, like that's not too much.
That was a lot of beer for me. Like,
I don't know.
I was drunk when we left for
Not
sure.
enough for you to throw up like that, I don't think.
Yeah, like I think that was the cigar.
It was the cigar.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And Doug, he dips, so he's also used to tobacco.
Yeah, it's already in him.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually.
I'm sure that's what it was. Bro, my bill was outrageous.
What was your bill?
Like $150.
Whoa. Yeah, you were paying for a lot of people, though.
Yeah, I paid for Doug.
Mine was $42
my wife.
bucks, so.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'd do that again in a heartbeat. That was really fun.
No, it was cool, man. It was fun. I would like to do it again and definitely be smarter about it, I think.
Yeah. Take it easy on the cigar, maybe.
Yeah. Sunday was rough. And then my head was still weird Monday. And
Wow.
yeah, Sunday was terrible. Like, if you watch that Murder Church, dude, I made it through 1 hour and it was not good. Like, I was like, I gotta stop, y'all. I've gotta go.
Damn. Just feeling sick.
It was.
I mean, I wouldn't have even gotten up and done it, to be honest.
I know, dude. I was like, I hate missing them though, so I was like, oh, let's go.
Fucking cancel.
And I pushed them a little. At least I got one out, but still, I should.
I mean, yeah,
canceled.
you're a fucking trooper.
Should have done it. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, Frill Friday. We're gonna be coming through. Maybe we'll watch this movie. Keep your eyes on socials, on Twitter especially. That's where I do most of the Publicly Buzzed business, quite honestly. A lot of updates, a lot of posts on there, a lot of free-flowing content. Boom. Make sure you're following there. Yeah, come back through tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Frill Friday. Thanks for being here. You got anything else, Dan?
Good luck with that Dandy Savage guy, man. He's out of control.
Yeah, we got to get Dandy in here tomorrow, actually. That's right. I got to get his... he should already have his flight and stuff, but yeah, I've got to get with him and make sure everything's good.
He's on his way in, I think.
He's crazy. Son of a bitch. He's wild.
He's out of control. He's probably getting drunk right now.
He probably is, actually. Later, guys. Love you.
Night.
This person